and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be creating this look for you. I really like how it turned out. I did use the Morphe Kathleen Lights palette. Beautiful. But like I said, I really like how this turned out and I hope you guys like it too. I'm going to go into this light mauve color in the palette with a fluffy crease brush by Wet n Wild, and I'm just going to work that from the outer corner into the inner corner of the eye. I'm also going to work that up closer to the brow bone. You don't have to be too precise with this color. This is just going to serve as your transition shade to pull all the other colors together. Once that is done, I'm going to go into this darker plum mauve color with a more precise crease brush, and I'm going to focus that on the outer corner of the eye, also working that into the crease itself. I'm going to be sure not to take this too far up like I did the other shadow. You just want to focus this right into the crease. Next, I'm going to go back in with that same brush that I used for the first shadow with no additional color, and I'm going to blend those two colors together. This is just a cream eyeshadow from Mary Kay in the color Coastal Blue, and I'm going to put that all over the lid. This is going to serve as a base for the next color that I go into. Next, I'm going to go into this emerald color in the palette that I showed you at the beginning of the video, and I'm just going to take that on a bigger flat shader brush, and I'm going to put that right on top of that base color that I put down. So next I'm just going to clean that all up. I'm going to blend all of those eyeshadows together. I'm using a brush with no additional product at this point, just to blend it all together. Next I'm going to go and do the exact same steps that I started with, starting with the transition color. Next is the crease color. I didn't like how it went so far up to my brow bone, so I took a brush with absolutely no product on it, and I'm just going to blend some of that away. So now I'm going to take the tape off, and then I'm going to clean up all of the fallout that I had during the look. I'm also going to wipe away that harsh line at the top. Now I'm going to go in with this Nivea for Men Post Shave Balm, and this is going to act as my primer, and I'm going to put this all over my face. Make sure when you do this that your hands are clean. You don't want to put any bacteria on your face. Once that is done, I'm going to go in with the Hard Candy Mix In Camouflage Makeup Drops. I like to use this to cover up a lot of my freckles and the redness on my face. As you can tell, it is too light for me because I did get it in a lighter shade to mix in with darker foundations, but once I put my foundation on, it'll all come together. And I'm just going to work this all over my face with my damp beauty blender. Next, I'm going to go into the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. And I'm just going to apply that with a spatula that is on the cap. I'm just going to dot that all over my face. And then I'm going to go in with a flat top kabuki brush by Wet n Wild. And I'm just going to buff that in all over the face. I haven't really found many brushes that I like to apply foundation with. Actually, this is the only one that I've found yet. All the other brushes that I've tried to use crease really bad, and I'd have to go back in with a beauty blender and help smooth it all back out. But I really like this brush. Now, using the Fit Me Concealer in Fair, I'm going to go ahead and conceal my under eyes and also highlight the rest of my face. I'm going to put this in triangles under the eyes to just highlight and conceal. And then I'm going to take it on the chin, down the bridge of my nose, also some on my forehead. And next, I'm just going to blend that out with my wet beauty blender. Now I'm going to go in with this highlight and contour stick by Wet n Wild, and I'm just going to use this to contour my face. I actually just started using this contour stick. I had never used a cream contour before, and I really like it. I like to put a little bit under my lip just to give an effect of a more rounded chin and also a fuller lip. Also put it on my temples and forehead right at the hairline. Then I'm going to take my Wet Beauty blender again and blend all of that out. As you can see, I'm not going to blend this down toward the chin or the jawline. I'm actually going to blend this up just for a more sculpted cheekbone. Anytime I put a cream down on my face, I like to set it. So I'm going to go in with this Airspun loose face powder, and I'm going to set the areas that I highlighted with, which is under the eyes, down the bridge of the nose, my chin, and my forehead. And that's just going to take away all of the oils and mattify the face, and also make it to where nothing slips and slides through the day. You can also take it and put it right under where you contoured at. You don't want to put it on your contour because then it'll just mess up everything you just did. But you can put it right under the contour and it'll just give it a nice sharp line and clean up anything that may have been blended down there. Then I'm gonna let that sit for a little while and then take a face powder brush and brush all of that away. And like I said, anywhere I put a cream down, I like to set it with a powder. So I am going to take this Physicians Butter Bronzer in the shade Light, and I'm going to set everywhere I contoured at. After I'm finished setting everything on my face, I'm going to go in with this Cheek Stain by Pure, and I just like to put this on the back of my hand, and then I'll take a blush brush and dip it into that and just put it on the apples of my cheek and blend it backwards. I wasn't really sure how I would like this cheek stain when I first got it, but I really do like it. It's buildable, but I like to just have a sheer tint to my cheek, so that's just how I do it. Next, after that's done, I am going to take the highlighter by Ofra in Beverly Hills, and I'm just going to highlight the tops of my cheekbones, above my brow bone, a little bit on my chin, and down the bridge of my nose. Next I'm going to do the lower lash line, and I'm just going to take the same colors that I did on the lid of my eye, and I'm going to go in with those first with the transition shade, and then next with the darker, deeper plum color. Sometimes I'll take the shimmery shadow that I put on my lid and actually use that as a liner for my waterline, but that's for another video. Here I'm just taking that darker plum color with a smudge brush, and I'm going to smudge that right at the edge of my waterline. Next I'm just going to curl my lashes, and I believe this lash curler is from Revlon. It's just bought from Walmart. It's really good, if I must say. Then I'm just going to give my lashes a good coating. And that is it for this look, you guys.